After what happened that night, I can't answer unknown calls anymore. Not because I'm scared of telemarketers, but because one call proved something I still can't explain, and no one believes me. It started at 2:46 a.m., the kind of hour when your phone lighting up feels wrong before you even see the screen. The air in my apartment felt heavy, like it was pressing against my chest. Outside, the street was silent. No cars, no sirens, not even the hum of insects. That alone should have warned me. I was half asleep on my couch, TV humming quietly, the screen casting pale blue shadows across the walls, when my phone vibrated. Not rang, vibrated, softly, insistently. Unknown caller. I almost ignored it. Almost. My thumb hovered over the screen. A strange pressure built behind my eyes, like something wanted me to answer. Then I noticed something that made my chest tighten. The call wasn't coming through my regular phone app. It was coming through the emergency dispatch system. I work nights as a 911 dispatcher in a small town in Ohio. I've answered calls from panicked parents, bleeding victims, people hiding in closets. I know fear when I hear it. Normally, I'd be the one answering calls, not receiving them. My mouth felt dry as I answered. 911, what's your emergency? I said automatically. There was silence. Not dead silence, alive silence, like someone holding their breath. Then, breathing. Slow, wet, too close to the microphone. It sounded like it was coming from right beside my ear. Hello, I said again, my voice lower now. A man's voice finally came through, shaky and low. I don't have much time. The way he said it made my stomach twist. Not rushed. Resigned. I sat up straight. Sir, what's your location? Room 911. My fingers went numb. I stared at the wall, my reflection faintly visible in the dark TV screen. That's not a valid address, I said. Are you in a hotel? Yes, he whispered. But I shouldn't be here. Before I could respond, the line went dead. The silence afterward felt louder than the call itself. I stared at my phone, my pulse pounding in my ears. Caller ID still read unknown, but beneath it was something worse. Call origin. County Hospital. That made no sense. Dispatch systems don't work that way. They can't. I grabbed my jacket and keys. I told myself I was just being responsible, following protocol. But deep down, something else was pulling me there. Something cold and familiar, like déjà vu mixed with dread. The hospital was only 10 minutes away. Every traffic light turned green as I approached, like the road itself wanted me there. The parking lot was nearly empty when I arrived. Inside, the fluorescent lights flickered softly, casting long shadows across the hallway floors. Each flicker felt like a blink, like the building was watching me. I approached the front desk. I got a strange 911 call traced here, I said. From room 911. The nurse frowned. We don't have a room 911. My stomach dropped. What do you mean? She hesitated, glancing over her shoulder. Lowering her voice, she said, room numbers end at 706. There is no 9th floor. The air felt suddenly colder. Then how did a call originate from here? She looked at her computer, typing quickly. Her face drained of color. There was An old room 911, she said slowly. But it was sealed years ago. Why? She swallowed hard. Because everyone who stayed there died. Before I could ask more, a loud beep echoed through the hall. A heart monitor alarm. Fast. Erratic. The nurse's radio crackled. Code blue. Basement level. I followed without thinking. My footsteps echoed too loudly, like they didn't belong. The basement smelled like disinfectant and damp concrete. The lights buzzed overhead. They wheeled a gurney past me, a body covered by a white sheet. As they passed, the sheet slipped slightly. I saw the man's face. Pale, eyes wide open, mouth frozen mid-scream. And I recognized him. Because he was holding a phone. My phone. The same cracked screen. The same case. I stumbled back, nearly falling. That's impossible, I whispered. A doctor noticed me. Sir, are you okay? He called me, I said. That man called 911. The doctor's expression hardened. He's been dead for 6 minutes. I left the hospital shaking. That should have been the end. It wasn't. At 3:17 a.m. the next night, my phone rang again. Unknown caller. I didn't answer. A voicemail appeared seconds later. I listened. Static. Heavy breathing. Then the same voice. They moved me. I dropped the phone. The voicemail timestamp was wrong. It was dated tomorrow. The calls kept coming every night. Always later, always from places that didn't exist anymore. An abandoned school, a burned down motel, a demolished house. Each caller said the same thing before the line cut. I shouldn't be here. I reported it to my supervisor. He laughed it off. You're working too much, he said. Get some sleep. But then other dispatchers started getting calls too. Same pattern, same voice. One by one, they quit. One by one, they disappeared. I was the last. On the 7th night, my phone rang at 3:33 a.m. This time, the caller ID showed something new. Caller. You. My hands trembled as I answered. 911, what's your emergency? There was no breathing this time. Just my own voice. Recorded. Please, it said. If you're hearing this, don't come looking for me. I screamed and threw the phone across the room. It rang again. And again. Then my doorbell rang. I opened the door. The hallway outside my apartment was dark. Silent. Except for a man standing at the end of it. Pale skin. Wide eyes. Holding a phone. My turn is almost over, he said softly. Now it's yours. The lights went out. My phone vibrated in my pocket. A new voicemail. From room 911.